What is up, guys? Welcome to the ThinkComputers Weekly Tech Podcast. This is episode 323, and our podcast is brought to you by Amazon. If you go to thinkcomputers.org/Amazon and happen to purchase something that gives a little kickback and keeps the podcast ongoing, with me is jet pilot Ryan here with the mustache. What's the mustache about?
Just trying something new, I'm afraid I'm gonna get like a suntan or a burn and then shave it, and I'm gonna have like a non-tanned strip of skin.
That would be kind of fun. You should do. Can you do like my one buddy? He has a crazy beard, and he has like the curly cues or whatever.
This is like 3 weeks of growth. No, not really.
I can't, dude. I like as soon as there's hair on my face, I'm like, get it off me.
Yeah, this is driving me nuts. But you're looking better, sounding better.
Compared to I feel like last week, even though like a bunch of my friends who watched the podcast, they're like, yeah, you look better, like you look good. And I was like, I didn't feel too good last week. This week I feel much better. I'm excited to do the podcast. I'm not super tired or just worn out. It's going to be a good podcast. We have a lot to talk about this week. It is the second day of Amazon Prime Day, so I wanted to get into that. Everybody who's on listening live, there's a lot of good deals going on. Everybody who's listening after today, after Wednesday, on Thursday, Friday, none of these deals are going to be there. But I think compared to last year, as far as PC hardware goes, there are a lot of really good Prime Day deals. Now, remember, Prime Day, you have to be a Prime member to get these deals. I always say that the whole Prime membership kind of pays for itself without you get the free 1 day or 2 day shipping. You get,
depends on
obviously you get Prime Day, you get all the streaming stuff. Prime is, I've been, how long have you been a Prime member?
Man, probably, I don't know. Like when did it come out? I wanted to say 10 years, but I don't know if it's been that long.
Yeah.
Just about as long as they've had it, to be honest.
Yeah,
or maybe not quite that long, but like maybe when I got my first Amazon ALEXA device.
Yeah. So again, if you guys are going to do any shopping right now on Amazon, we appreciate it if you go to thinkcomputers.org/Amazon. But let's jump into some of these deals, go over a couple things that I did see that was really good. Real quick, we do have Old Man in the chat. Good to see you here every week, like you typically always are. But yeah, we'll jump in here and we'll look at some of these deals. Let me remove that banner. There we go. So there's always Prime devices or Amazon devices that are always on sale. So big one here, Fire TV Stick 4K is half off, which is a good deal. It does drop down in price. Sometimes you see it for like $34.99, but half off because it's normally $50. That's a really good deal. We'll jump into some of the more PC related deals here. Samsung monitors, here we go. So the Samsung 980 Pro, this is the one with the heatsink. 41% off, so $237 for a 2 terabyte 980 Pro right here, which is really good deal. If you're looking to get some get that Gen 4 storage up there.
Have it.
Remember
I went with the Sabrent, but yes.
Yeah,
now's a great time to get one if you don't.
Yeah, their new T7 Shield portable SSDs are on sale too. If you're looking for this is USB 3.2 Gen 2, so 1,050 megabytes a second. The 1 terabyte is $100. The 2 terabyte is $200. Good deal there. That's their newest portable drive. I love. If you follow this podcast at all, you know that I love portable drives. So you have those. Some of the Odyssey monitors are on sale. They're not the greatest deals, but the Odyssey GA32, it's a 27-inch, 165 hertz gaming monitor, 189. Do they have an ultra wide on here? I'm not sure if they had. Yeah, so they have the 49-inch S95UA super ultra wide. That's what I use. Well, not this specific one, but I use a super ultra wide. 979, 120 hertz monitor there, so not a bad deal there as well. It is, like I said, cool looking monitor. And of course, super ultra wide is kind of the way to go. I think that's like those are the big Samsung deals that I saw. Most they have like tablets and stuff on sale. Where is, oh wait, because I'm not under computers. That's why. There we go. Go under computers. We'll get more of like the actual hardware deals. Where's all the motherboard stuff? I saw a lot of motherboard stuff. We listed a bunch of stuff on our social media. Let me see if I'm just, oh, here we go. There are some decent processor deals, really good graphics card deals as well. Core i9 11900K, 23% off, just over $300 to $301.99. Really great price there. And again, typically for the most part, processors don't go on sale. So if you're looking to, even if you're saving a little bit, it's good to go ahead and pick that up. Lots of motherboards. Depending on who you're looking at. Here we have MSI Mag Z690 Tomahawk. Wi-Fi is 27% off. Great deal on this Cooler Master MM731 gaming mouse. 40% off, so it's only $56.99 here. Another 2 terabytes Crucial P5 Plus. This is Gen 4 drive. 41% off, $189.99. Core i7 10700K, 33% off. Let me see if they have there's the Ryzen 7 5700X, which I feel is like that's the one that always goes on sale. Whenever there's like a CPU sale, that's the one that goes on sale. It's only $249. 8-core 16 thread, fully unlocked processor, $249, 17% off. Not the biggest deal, but again, it's still on sale.
It's not bad.
And you can pick up some like X570S motherboard. So here's the MSI MPG X570S Edge Max Wi-Fi Gaming, 32% off. If you wanted to go the B550 route, the Gigabyte B550 M Aorus Pro P119. Core i5 10600K is 39% off. Portable storage, again, Asus's ROG Strix NVMe. This is just the enclosure, so you can put a drive that you already have in there. 33% off on that. The 5900X, Ryzen 9 5900X is only $332, which I feel is a really good deal as well. That's 42% off normal pricing on that. So lots of really good processor motherboard deals. So if you're looking to maybe build a new system, I think you could get a lot of good deals today. Let's see. I did see some graphics cards. 3090 Ti OC edition, tough gaming edition from Asus, $1,700 and in stock.
Yeah.
I
mean, you look at that. What was that percentage off?
That is 15. It's only 15%. Or wait, yeah, that's 15% off.
Okay.
Not like I said, there was a couple. Let me go through these pages. So
at
here,
price point though, 15% is a pretty decent chunk of money.
So Zotac RTX 3090 Trinity OC. I actually reviewed this graphics card. Insanely massive RTX 3090.
Holy cow!
I think when I reviewed it at the time, the inflated price was like close to 2,000. When I actually reviewed it, it's $1,359, 43% off. This is one of the good deals
of the list price. I mean, they're showing the list price of $2,400, but
yeah,
still,
yeah, $1,300 for a 3090. I think that's pretty awesome, and an aftermarket one. Right. Lots of power supplies. We got some AIOs over here, 24% off. So like, just in this little page that I've gone to, you can pretty much build a full. I haven't seen a whole lot of memory in these. There's a couple things that I saw. You can get some RGB fans. I mean, there's a lot. There's some good cases. Thermaltake cases on sale. That's the Thermaltake V200 there. Lots of different stuff. Some CPU coolers. I think, here's some memory. So some DDR5 that's actually on sale. Fury Beast from this is DDR5 as well. Lots of good stuff, I would say. On the storage front, storage always goes on sale, I would say. If you're just looking for like a WD Black 10 terabyte, 35% off. If you're looking for some desktop storage, like 16 terabyte external drive, 47% off, 237. Internal WD Black 1 terabyte is 55% off, so 104. That's the SN850. The newer, or the SN750 SE, it's only 250 gig, it's 39. WD Reds, if you have NASs like me and Ryan do, the 12 terabyte is only 218.
Yeah,
that's a good deal.
It's not bad.
And I'm stupid, and I built my NAS with 6 terabytes, and 1, 6 terabytes never go on sale, and 2, they're like priced so not correctly.
They're not.
But if you're looking for 8, a lot of people build their NAS with like an 8 terabyte. So you have 8 terabyte here, 48% off, $130.99. I would say that's a decent price. You would know more than me on that.
On which one?
The 8 terabyte.
The 8 terabyte. Yeah.
Yeah. WD Red Plus.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. If you're a photographer, videographer, a lot of extreme pros, Ryan, you pick up one of these. For recording, especially for recording in 4K. 256 is $47.99, and the 512 is $94. I might pick up a 512.
I have a couple like 128s here. So.
Yeah, I'm using a I just bought a 256 recently, and I think all the other ones I have are 128s, but I might,
I did pick up a couple like 32 gig SanDisk. I don't even think they were ultras. Where are they? Yeah, SanDisk ultras. For like $14 for a 2-pack of 32 gig for my kids' Amazon tablets.
Nice.
That just needs some extra storage on them. Like
and they don't need to be like speed specific.
No,
so
not at all.
Flash storage is very very low as far as cost if you're not looking for specific speeds. So the last thing we'll go over is gaming accessories. So Logitech G604 Lightspeed, 57% off if you're looking for a new mouse. Ryan has used this mic before. We reviewed this mic, the Quadcast S. It's 33% off, 107. SteelSeries gaming headsets, their Arctis 3 wired gaming headset is 50% off, so it's only $34.99 for that. What else we got in here? We just reviewed this, the SteelSeries Aerox 9 wireless, 40% off, so it was $149 when we reviewed it. Actually, it was $129 probably, but it's only $89 right now if you're looking for an MMO gaming mouse. I gotta send that to you, Ryan, actually, so you can use it. SteelSeries Apex 3 RGB gaming keyboard, $33. G502, which is like basically the standard gaming mouse that so many people use, 43% off, only $85 on that, and that's their wireless gaming mouse right here. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff if you're looking to pick up the Drop Sennheiser P3. I can't talk. PC38X. We reviewed this recently as well. Very great gaming headset. It was $169 when I reviewed it. It's $139 right now. Good deal there. Lots of stuff. So I think I don't know. I know you and I, like, we don't really need certain things, but I think if you're looking to get a new headset, looking to maybe even build a new PC, I think there are some really good deals going on right now. I don't know. Did you pick up anything
outside of those SD cards? No. But yeah, like the NAS one drives are what kind of piqued my interest, right? I'd considered some of the larger capacity drives, like moving up to the 20 terabyte drives. I'm not using all of my space with my 8 terabytes in there now, so that's kind of what kept me from doing it. But if you were building a new NAS or wanting to upgrade storage, now's a great time to do it. Same thing with like you showed, the SN850 on sale, and some of those Samsung drives.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good time. Like, I don't know that a year ago during Prime Day we were having the same
No.
feelings, and like just 6 months ago, 9 months ago, I don't know that I would have even expected anything like this and availability to be there. So it's actually kind of
Yeah,
a
I mean,
nice
like you
nice
can
time to buy stuff.
you can basically pick up a processor, motherboard, graphics card. There were some power supplies in there as well.
Mhm.
All available, you know, able to buy. Um, and then you could pick up some memory, and we saw cases in there, coolers, fans. I mean, like you could do a whole system, and everything's available, which is the weirdest thing to even
Right.
say right now. Let's see if I did see they did a picture for that Odyssey G. Yeah, the Odyssey G9's 1,099 right now. That's actually a good deal. That's 27% off. QLED 240 hertz, 49-inch, 1000R curve. So it's super curved. Like mine isn't super curved. It is super curved. That's a good deal as well. So like I said, lots of good stuff on Amazon. We're not going to spend too much more time on it, but if you are in the live stream, thinkcomputers.org/Amazon, we appreciate it. Pick up some good stuff. I mean, even if, like I said, like Ryan said, like if it's some storage, if you're looking at a new, getting a mouse, or you need your headset's kind of clunky and you just had it for so long, and you can save some money on getting a new headset or something like that. So lots of good Prime Day deals. And again, we put out some of the best ones on our social media. So if you follow us on Facebook or Twitter, over the past couple of days, we have listed out some of the better deals that you can get. So yeah, so we will go ahead and move on from that to reviews. I took a look at a graphics card. It's been a while since I took a look at a graphics card.
Yeah.
It was actually a lot of fun reviewing a graphics card because I hadn't done it in a while. But I took a look at ASRock's Radeon RX 6750 XT Phantom Gaming DOC 12 gigabyte, which is another super long product name. But this is part of AMD's refresh. So we got the 6950 XT, the 6850 XT, and the 6750 XT. Or no, there wasn't a 68. There was a 6650. I don't know. But this is the middle one. It effectively replaces the 6700 XT, which we also reviewed in the past. Basically, what you're getting here is higher clock speeds, and then the memory has been upgraded to faster memory. Not a whole lot of wiggle room to work with as far as, just doing those two things. It's not like this is based off a different CPU than the previous generation, or GPU than the previous generation. But it's been a year since the 6000 series launch from AMD, and gamers always want something new. And also it kind of just edges out competition a little bit. And we talked about this on the podcast with AMD's sort of 2022 refresh. I like what they did on the CPU side. I think I like what they do on the GPU side, and their naming makes sense. So that obviously a 6750 XT sits above the 6700 XT. There's no big confusion there, and it just kind of makes sense. Now specifically this card, it's essentially the same card as the 6700 XT. They have updated like their cooling solution a little bit. The actual design of the heatsink has changed, but overall the shroud is the same. Everything is pretty much the same because, again, it's the same GPU. You're just higher clock speeds and faster memory on there. But it's a good looking card. I've always been a fan of ASRock's AMD cards. I think they look cool. I don't know what your thoughts are on it, Ryan, but it's a Phantom Gaming card. So it's this silver, black, and red triple fan cooling solution there, with the center fan being kind of clear. And we do have RGB lighting on it as well. I believe this is a 2.75 slot card. You can see the cooling solution is a little bit thicker than the previous generation. Two heat sinks connected by heat pipes there. You can kind of see that. Dual 8-pin PCI Express power connectors on there. There's actually a dedicated LED on and off switch. Not sure that's incredibly important, but if you don't want to turn it off with the software, you can just turn it off right there. There is this sort of bracket here as well, which helps with stability of the card, which I think is really good. And you get a full cover metal backplate on here, and it's actually metal. Some companies like to say they have a full cover backplate, but it's plastic here. This is actually made of metal. It's a good looking card overall. Again, basically the same as the previous generation. So nothing new and crazy, no crazy kind of new design. Typical outputs, and you can see how thick the card is, or the shroud kind of goes over the card a little bit. 3 DisplayPort, 1 HDMI on there. And then coming down to performance, this card obviously is going to be faster than the 6700 XT. It trades blows a little bit with the RTX 3070. It kind of just depends on title, really. Some titles are more optimized for AMD, some titles are more optimized for NVIDIA. It's going to trade blows a little bit with that card. I would say at the end of the day, though, it's the perfect 1440p gaming card. It's going to hit that sweet spot at 1440p when it comes to price and performance. You are going to be able to play everything at 1440p, higher frame rates, well over 60 FPS. If you wanted to get into 4K, you can definitely do that. Now, in some titles, you will have to turn your settings down a little bit, but 4K gaming is definitely achievable with this card. It's a solid card. As far as thermals and everything like that, it kept the GPU nice and cool. The triple fan cooling solution is very quiet. Even on full load, we run it in a test bench. So it's out in the open, and you couldn't hear it. And if you're gaming and you have headphones on, you're not going to be able to hear it at all. And of course, those fans do turn completely off when you're in idle, so you're gonna have no noise whatsoever there. We can take a look at some of the RGB lighting there. Let's go to let's bring this up here for the RGB lighting. So again, you have RGB lighting on the center fan, and then where it says Phantom Gaming on the top there. Just some good RGB lighting. You can control it with their software. Pretty easy to control, but some nice RGB lighting. It's going to look good. Like I said, look good on our test bench here. In your case, of course, these fans are going to be facing down, so it's not going to look as cool as I'd say does here, unless you do a vertical GPU mount, kind of like what we have here. But
it always cracks me up on the Phantom Gaming line, because they're like those colors on the cooler itself without the RGB. It always cracks me up to just see like the RGB colored lighting on cards that have like distinct colorways to them. I don't know why. Like, anyhow, you can make it whatever you want. Make it all red, make it all white, make it rainbow. It's there.
Yeah. But yeah, so like at the end of the day, I think this is it's a nice refresh from AMD. And then, this is kind of what we expect from ASRock. On their previous generation, they had their Phantom Gaming D OC cards as well through the entire 6000 series line. They have improved the cooling solution a little bit, but overall it's the same look. Nothing has changed, and this is sort of like the last hurrah for RDNA 2 base graphics cards from AMD. So we will be getting RDNA 3 coming soon. So this is kind of like the last hurrah, last refresh. But if you're looking for a 1440p gaming card, this is an excellent card. I didn't run into any issues. It does have ray tracing hardware in there. I'm still not like, but on both sides, on the AMD and on the NVIDIA side, I wouldn't turn it on. But that's the type of games we play. Like, we play kind of competitive, where you want
visuals aren't as
if I was playing maybe like an MMO or something where I really want to be immersed, maybe I turn it on. But you do get it here. So the games that do support real-time ray tracing, you have the hardware in here. This has 40 ray accelerators on it. So like I said, I think it's a nice little refresh, and ASRock does a good job with this card. Now, as far as pricing, we have cards sell at MSRP now, which again is Very weird.
Insane.
It's a very weird thing. So the 57 or 6750 XT MSRP is $549. ASRock is putting an $80 premium on this. They're asking $629 for this. So it's not a crazy premium. You get a custom cooling solution, you get RGB lighting. You get the full cover back plate. You get this card. This card is slightly overclocked as well. It's not bad. I think we're gonna get back. I remember, again, last year, all the custom cards were like $300 over MSRP, and we talked about that a lot. So we're getting back to this sort of, the aftermarket cards will start maybe at $20 over, and then the max for remember the days when like a water cooled version was like 150 more,
Right. Yeah.
So hopefully we're going to get back to that. So I think $80 premium is not bad considering what you're getting with this card. I gave it a 9 out of 10. Again, it's $629.99. I didn't think that we were be reviewing a card. It's been a while, and it's so nice to be like, yes, it's available. Yes, you can buy it. And yes,
you can buy it now.
You can buy it at MSRP, the price it's supposed to be.
Right.
So it's great for that. So check out the review if you guys are interested in the card. But yeah, it's just really good to see graphics cards being available, and you have a good choice as far as that goes. I also took a look at some DDR4 memory, and as we talked about last week, I think it was last week, DDR4 will be supported in the next generation of Intel processors. Of course, DDR4 is supported on the current Z690 chipset as well. So again, you can buy motherboards that support DDR4. You can't buy a board that supports both. There are some crazy adapters that we did talk about that will run DDR5 on a DDR4 or vice versa, because the CPU does support it. But in any case, I took a look at some PNY Accelerate Rev RGB. Accelerate is their gaming brand, and this is their new memory. Pretty simple memory, I would say, as far as looks go on the actual heat spreaders here, as you guys can see. Sort of like these pyramid designs on the top and bottom. Center is kind of flat, and then it says Accelerate in the center. Black heat spreader with a black PCB.
It's a unique look. I'm not necessarily a fan of it, but it's different than we've seen.
Yeah, it's a different look. Yeah. The top has the heat spreader, and it says Accelerate on the end. It's basically it. I mean, memory's memory. It's just kind of basic, but again, it's lower. It's not the actual diffuser at the top here doesn't take up a whole lot of space. So you're really not going to run into any clearance issues with CPU coolers unless they're, some type of crazy CPU cooler, but no real clearance issues or anything like that. The RGB lighting, while it is good, I feel that the diffuser is just not doing its job. Like, you can really see the RGB LEDs here.
Yeah, in these a lot of hot spots there.
Yeah, so it's just not. It doesn't diffuse the LEDs correctly. You
gotta stop throwing stuff in your fan on that CPU.
No, that's just an old fan, because I had to put the system back together because we haven't reviewed DDR4 in so long. Yeah, no, that's just but yeah, it's very used fan. But yeah, I mean, if you look at that, it's just not diffused correctly. It's kind of hit or miss if you like that look, if you don't like that look. I personally like the look where this just looks like a light bar. You know what I mean?
Right, smooth imagery, absolutely.
Yeah, so it just kind of just looks, But in any case, that's what the RGB lighting looks like. Performance is good. I didn't mention the speeds on this. So we received a 16 gigabyte kit. It's two 8 gig DIMMs. They run at 3600 megahertz, which makes this perfect for Ryzen systems, with timings of 18, 20, 20, 40 at 1.35 volts. Of course, XMP profile, so you just enable it in your BIOS. Really easy to do there. And if we look over at our performance, Like I said, it kind of sits, in the middle to kind of lower depending on speeds of other DDR4 that we've reviewed. 3600 megahertz, again, like I said, is perfect um, for Ryzen systems. So if you're looking for some memory for Ryzen, you kind of have it there. Also, let me go to our overclocking. I wasn't able to push this kit all that much. That was kind of the same for the other PNY kit that we reviewed a little bit while back. Only able to get this up to 3800 megahertz, and I had to loosen the timings to 19, 20, 20, 40 and boost the voltage up to 1.4 volts. But I was able to get it to boot, and it was stable. But that's not a ton. I mean, 200 megahertz is not a ton when it comes to memory. And if you're loosening the timings, you lose a little bit of speed there too. So I would say just run these at their stock speed. As far as pricing goes on these, the 16 gig kit sells for 75.20. If you want to bump up to 32, it's only 123.99. Memory prices, especially DDR4, are really good right now. And there's probably some prime deals that we didn't talk about, but I gave this kit, even though I put the wrong thing here. I actually gave it an 8 out of 10, not a 9. I put the 9. Well, I'll have to change that. But just not a whole lot of overclocking headroom, and I'm just not a fan of the diffuser. It just doesn't diffuse the memory or the RGB LEDs correctly. But beyond that, if you're just looking for a simple kit that is pretty affordable, and again, like Old Man says, 3600 megahertz is perfect for AMD. So if you have a Ryzen build or you're looking to build a Ryzen system, 3600 megahertz is perfect for that. So go ahead and check that out, and we will move along to Case Mod Friday. Now we have another build from Snef Computer Design, because I love his builds. Probably one of my favorite builders. I would say probably one of my top 5 builders out there. So this is his Meshlicious build inside the Meshlicious case, which is a very popular small form factor case, and he's done kind of his signature side panel that's a reservoir and a what do you call that, Ryan?
Distro plate.
Yeah, distro plate in there. And it just, again, you don't see a whole lot of the PC in this one, but it just looks so cool, I think, with kind of
the
all
way
this
it glows is awesome as well. Yeah, I like that cover over the power supply. Like again, Snef has some pretty awesome builds. I like those fittings too.
Yeah, so there's
that transparent glowy look. Yeah, this is just sweet.
And then, again, this is this is a case that only supports mini ITX. Like, it's a very small case, and the fact that you have this, custom front panel here, which looks awesome, custom side panel with the reservoir and distro plate, and then you have this opening so you can see there is something inside there, and you can see the water cooling there. And here's a close up of that. I mean, look at, it's just like perfect kind of symmetry there. The color is good. I like the kind of the color that he went with, the opaque and all that. Here's the other side. You can see. That's cool, man.
That looks good.
I love his builds. Like I said, they're
like that dual layer opening the grill where it's like the circles on top of circles.
Yeah.
Just it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, really, really cool stuff there. So definitely check this one out. Here's some of the lighting you can see in there as well with the graphics card and all that. So pretty cool stuff. I really like that these, like, we're getting to such a high level when it comes to the small form factor builds too. You know what I mean? It's getting really, really impressive. Like that. I don't know. I just remember small form factor builds, just like it was like cramming everything in there, and it was like, I don't know. Now it's just the quality that we
for sure.
Yeah, the quality that we get on these small form factor builds is amazing. So definitely check this one out. Again, shout out to Snef Computer Design. Always does really good work.
Am I just not seeing it, or where's the GPU at in this?
On the opposite side. So if you look at the, where's the picture of the back? Where's some of the back? So you can see that. Wait, maybe it's not there.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. You would think it would be here. Is this not it? Vertically in there? That's a fan. That's a fan. That's a
oh,
fan.
that's a fan. Yeah, that's triple fans. Okay, so
Or is this it? Or is this it right here vertically in there?
no, oh, I see.
Because that could be a
It
radiator.
could be a
back
radiator
here.
with 3 fans. Yeah,
And then he put the GPU towards the front.
because it was a tough RTX painted white. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure there is a GPU in there. It just
Yeah,
not in the classic orientation, because if you look at the back of the case where the GPU would typically, you'd connect it, there's nothing there. So interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. But like I said, very, very, very cool build. I would definitely like this sitting on my desk. So
yeah,
great stuff there from Snuff Computer Design. And we'll move to news. Lots of news on NVIDIA stuff. Obviously, a lot has to do with pricing. But the first thing we'll talk about is RTX 40 series could be delayed. So, new report from who is this from? This is from Moore's Law's Not Dead. Great on leaks. Check out their YouTube page. It says that we were expecting RTX 40 series to be launched sometime in October. And we went over these dates previously in the podcast. I think like 2 episodes ago we talked about the actual
we kind of
dates.
talked about each month. We're expecting a card.
It according to their sources, RTX 40 series could be pushed all the way back to December. And the main reason is that there's just a flood. There's just so much RTX 30 series GPUs out there. Again, there's so many that you can go on Amazon right now and buy a 3080, a 3090, a 3070.
Get whatever card you want right now.
You can get whatever you want right now.
Right?
It's all in stock, and it's all either at or below MSRP right now.
Right.
Makes sense. We could still see an announcement in October, and then maybe like we talked about, each card will be released by month. So you could see a card end of November, and then end of December, and then end of January, or something along those lines. But we don't know. I think these crazy sales that we're seeing, which we'll talk about too, they're trying to get rid of these cards. They want them out of the door so they can make room.
I hate how they play both sides of the game, right? Like, oh, we don't have this stuff and it's hard to get, so we're jacking prices up. But then when there is a flood, they'll drop the prices some, but then they also won't release the new stuff. I don't like this.
Yeah.
It bugs me.
And again, you can't tell somebody right now, oh, you shouldn't buy, there's a new card coming out, because it's like, no, it's like, these are the best prices.
These are the best prices we've seen on them, right?
This is the best availability that we've seen. You should buy these cards, and these cards are going to last you generations. It's not like it's not like there's going to be something that comes out and it's like, oh, you can't run it or whatever. All these cards are great, and we talked about this when the 30 series launched, and now everything is back to how it was during launch, where you have availability and you have prices at or below MSRP. So yeah, it kind of sucks, but it makes sense, because if they don't sell the cards, it's just
Sure. Discount them even more to get rid of them.
Yeah, and we could see prices go down even more. And we have a couple stories on pricing as well. First is people in China. It's like they're just giving these cards away.
Both
GeForce
and
Radeon cards are being sold for 20% under MSRP. People made this graph of this is the price in won, I believe. And you can go through it and kind of see, and we've done some of the conversions. RTX 3090 Ti, and again, this is in China, $1,415, which is 38% lower than an official MSRP. RTX 3090 is selling for $1,266, 29% under MSRP. RX 6900 XT, that's there's a 6950 XT now, but it's going for $744, 37.5% below MSRP. cards
Are
are
these new cards still?
I
They're
don't
not.
know.
These aren't used cards, are they?
I don't know because I can't read what this
Interesting.
says.
But you can't. Oh,
But in any case, the cards are just like you can get anything right now. Like
yeah.
it's awesome. I feel so happy. I'm not buying any new cards, but
I
it's
was
like
gonna say, I'm like, yes, I could, but nope, I'm not. I'm not going to now. I mean,
yeah, I mean like
I'll wait.
I have a 3090. Like I don't need a new card, but I just feel so happy for friends that have like wanted to build stuff, or even just like you guys out there. Like it's awesome. And again, everything is super below MSRP. And talking about a new card that you can get brand new from not a shady place, you know. Best Buy has
3090 Ti.
the 3090 Ti for $1599, $400 below MSRP right now. Like what? And I do think there's a possibility if these still like cards still don't sell that we could
What do you think this could get to?
we could see lower prices. But this is crazy because again, this is Best Buy. This is Best Buy is where you get the Founders Edition cards.
Right.
$15.99 available. That's crazy.
Yeah. Do they have it in stock around you? Like, I was
I didn't
looking
look
online, and it was like most cards looked like they weren't in stock in the store, but they're like, we can have it to you in a couple days.
Yeah, I mean,
So
still, I
all
mean,
right.
did you think that we would be saying that you can get a 3090 Ti Founders Edition for $1,600?
Considering that card came out in March, at the end of March, absolutely not.
Yeah,
Like, no,
it's pretty crazy.
less than 6 months in, and it's yeah,
You know,
$400
I
off.
think we could see there's definitely a big sell off, and with Prime Day, obviously big sell off, but I think it could go possibly lower. I don't know. Probably after. I mean, I assume people are picking these up. I mean, I would if I was like on like say like what's like the a super high like a 980 back in the, you know what I mean, or even like a 10. If I was on a 1080 and I've been waiting, like I'd get a 3090 Ti right now today if I had the, you know, like if I was looking to upgrade.
Because looking at this pricing, you're going to be like, all right, so next generation, like high end is, it's likely going to be a $2,000 card, right?
Yeah.
For like a 4090 Ti, and that probably won't even be available right away. So yeah, you're like, I can get top of the line right now for $1,600. It might make sense.
Yeah, it's not a bad. It's like an
Like
awesome
you said,
time.
it's not some shady seller that you have to worry about who it's coming from. Like this is who Nvidia chose to sell their Founders
Yeah,
Edition
it's Best
cards.
Buy, and you can
Yeah,
even finance it. Like if
that's what I
you're,
was just about to
you
say. I'm
know, if
like,
you're
just
college
finance it.
kid or whatever, you know, you can find you know, it's all it's just crazy, crazy, crazy. Um, it's just an awesome time to buy graphics cards. So the sell off is definitely happening. If you're looking to upgrade your graphics card or looking to build a new system, it is a great time. And I know we will have RTX 40 series eventually coming, but I know Shinny was in here earlier. Like he bought a card, and you're always happy having that card for 3-4 months instead of running your old hardware, even if in 3-4 months the price will go down possibly even more. It is a great time to build and buy right now if you're looking for any of the cards in the RTX series and even on the AMD side as well. So pretty cool that all that stuff is going on. And if you are looking to get an NVIDIA card, they have a new game bundle right now. So they will be giving away Ghostwire Tokyo and Doom Eternal in their latest game bundle. And the Doom Eternal will come with both the Ancient Gods Part 1 and Ancient Gods Part 2 DLCs. So you'll have all of that. And this is available for RTX 3080 10 gigabyte, RTX 3080 12 gigabyte, RTX 3080 Ti, RTX 3090, and RTX 3090 Ti. Of course, obviously available in select regions and through participating retailers. But yeah, gives you,
Free games are always good.
Yeah, free games always good. Doom's a real fun game as well. Doom Eternal. So yeah, just another reason to maybe pick up a new card if you're looking at it. Old man in the chat said Best Buy has an EVGA GeForce RTX 3080 10 gigabyte X3 Ultra gaming for $749. These prices are just crazy. For $749, that's just I I'm just I don't know. I wish I was building a new PC. I'd be pretty pumped right now.
Yeah.
You know, because again, previously too, it was like, oh, you could find a card, but maybe it wasn't that specific card you wanted. Like you can get everything's available now, so you can pick. You want the EVGA? Do you want the Asus ROG? Do you want the MSI card?
Sign up to get in a line or a queue to maybe get the chance to buy one,
or like
and
the new egg shuffle thing or whatever.
Right. Oh, you got to buy a motherboard with this and this.
Yeah, yeah. It's just But moving away from GPUs, I know we fanboyed enough over over the price of GPUs.
It's big. I mean, it is big news, right? We've been talking for the last 2 years about how it's impossible to get these things, and now that they're here, and like it'd be one thing if they were in stock but still at the inflated prices, but they're available and cheaper than MSRP is.
Yeah,
double plus good.
Yeah. So yeah, lots of it's just awesome. I wish I was building a new PC, because I would be like, I get to pick the graphics. That would be just so nice. But anyways, we'll move on to CPU stuff. Talking about next generation, Intel's Core i9 13900K shows up in Geekbench, which of course is a benchmarking program for CPUs. It was run on Asus's ROG Maximus Z690 Extreme. Of course, Asus last week released BIOS updates that will support the new processors. And of course, you can run these new processors on Z690 hardware. It was paired with 32 gigabytes of 6400 megahertz DDR5. According to this leak, the processor has a base clock of 3 gigahertz and will boost up to 5.5 gigahertz. And for a time, the CPU did boost up to 5.7 gigahertz, which is probably the thermal velocity boost speed. You can see the information in our article here on everything. And then you can see the scores. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that you really shouldn't compare this to current processors because the timing issues on the system, like Windows 11 isn't currently set to do that, to timing for the new processor. So we could see even better performance once everything's optimized for Windows. But just with this current Geekbench 5 scores, 7% faster in single core, 37% faster in multi-core, which is a nice little bump.
Nice jump there. Yeah,
definitely. So definitely something to keep in mind. We'll see a lot of these leaks as we get closer to launch for Core i9 13900K. But good to see some awesome engineering samples and things get tested. And then talking about AMD and their next generation processors and motherboards and chipsets, we did talk about it, that we were going to get X670, B550, and then an X670 Extreme or X670E chipset. The X670E chipset would give you PCI Express 5.0 everywhere. You'd get it on all of your M.2 slots, and you'd get it in all of your PCI Express slots. And the chipset actually looked like dual chipsets from the leaks that we saw. Now it looks like, B550 was great for this this current generation. There's gonna be a B650, but it looks like there's going to be a B560 or
650.
Sorry, these namings. I'm always so bad with all these namings, all the namings here. But it looks like this list of upcoming ASRock motherboards, there is all of these B650Es and not just the B650. So we could see a B650E, which would we assume would give you, again, the same thing you're getting with X670E, but there has to be something different, obviously. If you remember with X570 and B550, X570 gave you PCI Express 4.0 across everything. That was your M.2 storage and your PCI Express slots. And then B550 gave you just PCI Express 4.0 on the top M.2 slot and then your top PCI Express slot. So we don't know how this is going to shake down with B650E versus B650.
Maybe it'll be like a combination of some of the better overclocking and PCIe.
Yeah, like maybe
speeds,
maybe B650 would just give you again the would just give you
the top
PCI Express
slots.
5.0 in the top slot and then only one PCI Express. B650E will give you all of your storage in PCI Express 5.0 in the top slot, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it is interesting, and I do like it. I do like having, especially when it comes to storage, because I'm a storage guy. Like, I will pay more money to have all of my slots, all of my M.2 slots go as fast as possible. Like, that's all I care about is that, like that's what I want.
Yeah, because I mean, if you've got a Gen 5 drive in the top slot and a Gen 5 drive in the second slot, but it's only running at Gen 4 speeds, like moving data between there, you're not getting the benefit of the speed that you could, right? So if they're all on the same generation of PCI Express, you'll be able to take advantage of that and actually utilize your drives to their full capacity. So yeah, I like seeing parity across.
We'll see. I'm really excited for X670, obviously.
I wonder what this live mixer is. B650 live mixer.
Ooh,
that seems like some sort of streaming.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. So Ryan's talking about this right here. I don't know.
But what would that add in? Like, what are they gonna
maybe
put
it's
on
some
there?
Crazy audio thing,
audio or video hook.
No, yeah, or something. That's interesting. Yeah, everything else is kind of the same. There's no live mixer over here, or maybe it's like, again, maybe it's a specific board because it's a B650. So maybe it's a specific board to build. Everybody has like a gaming rig and then a streaming PC. Especially a lot of professional streamers. So maybe it's something specific.
Shinny says XLR right on the motherboard.
Yeah, just plug your microphone right in. It has the preamps and everything.
Oh my gosh,
that'd be kind of funny. But yeah, cool, really cool stuff. I'm excited. I'm so excited for next generation stuff too. But we do have some awesome stuff going on, obviously, right now too. But next generation AMD, very excited for. Next generation Intel, excited for. Next generation GPUs coming, RTX 40 series, RDNA 3 from AMD. It's going to be a really, if we don't have supply chain issues, it's going to be a really good year into next year for building PCs and gaming and streaming. There's going to be a lot of really cool stuff. So definitely excited for all of that. Talking about what we have coming up next week. So Ryan's going to be taking a look at a keyboard which he's pretty excited about. This is from Cooler Master. What is this? This is the
CK721. It's a 65% keyboard, but wireless with a dongle, Bluetooth, wired, obviously with a Type-C connection. Aluminum top body.
Nice. Did you get the white one or the?
No, I did the silver. Gray color. Yep.
Nice.
Has a little dial up in the top, which is really nice. Has a super thick, chunky wrist rest.
Oh, that comes with it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it is.
That is nice.
It's pretty sweet.
And you got the
switch options.
Yeah, you got the browns, right? Or the reds?
I don't think they had the browns available. I ended up with the reds.
Nice.
I'm not mistaken. Actually, I forget now. Anyhow.
Yeah, but it looks like I said, it looks like a cool keyboard. I'm a huge, even though I use like a 96% keyboard. I love 65% is like, and 65% looks so cool on your desk, even though it has nothing to do with like performance, but like 65%.
You did a poll on Facebook the other day, I think it was, for like the keyboard sizes, and I was like, I want 100% for like productivity work, but like 65 for showing off my system or my setup.
65 just looks so good. And again,
It does.
if you're like an FPS gamer, you don't really like it's a good size. And 65% is awesome. So
Reds.
yeah, Reds, nice.
And like
Well,
this top plate comes off.
Nice.
It's really sweet. Yeah.
It looks nice. So, Ryan will have that, and I'll be looking at some more DDR4 for everybody looking to pick up some DDR4. So I'll be taking a look at the new Lexar Aries RGB DDR4. We took a look at their Lexar Air. We took a look at the Lexar Aries non-RGB DDR5. This is their DDR4, so they come with a new design. I do believe, I don't remember. I took the pictures of these, and I'm pretty sure I got the white versions because it comes in white and black, but I'm pretty sure I got the white version. But I don't remember because I took the pictures a little while ago. So more DDR4. So if you guys are looking, and again, not as well known brand Lexar, but they do have some pretty cool gaming stuff. So I'll be taking a look at that, and then I will be going. So I came like 2 weeks ago. I went to Pittsburgh for a wedding. I'm going to my friends need to stop getting married because I'm going back to Pittsburgh.
Or have them closer to you, something.
Yeah, I'm going back to Pittsburgh for a really close friend's wedding next week, so I won't be doing the podcast. And then I decided, and I booked this like so long ago. I decided to take a vacation because I don't really,
Right.
I've been traveling, but I'm going on. It's not really like a vacation, so I decided to take this vacation to go get a cabin in the woods and do all these hikes. So I'll be gone from July 20th through August 2nd. I get back August 2nd. So I'll be gone for like 10 days. First half is for the wedding, like first couple days, and then I'm going into the mountains. So next week I will not be here, and the following week I won't be here. Next week, Ryan is doing he will be hosting the podcast. So if there are any issues, we can yell at Ryan.
Blame it on me. Yep.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing a special summer tech podcast. It'll be Ryan and then our good friend Jim from Home Gadget Geeks. I guess the whole thing is just to talk about, and Ryan will talk about his keyboard, obviously, for a little bit next week. But summer tech, there's so many cool gadgets you can do, things for summer. I'll record a little video, some of my favorite summer tech gadgets that I have and that I use and I'll be using on this trip. Yeah, they're pretty excited for that. And then the following week, as long as I get it recorded before we leave, we will have a special edition podcast with a special guest. I will be recording it before we leave, but then we will put it up on YouTube as well as all iTunes, everything like that for audio, so you guys can listen to it, but with a special guest. So hopefully we won't miss any. Even though I'll be gone for basically 2 weeks, we won't miss any podcast. Hopefully I don't return sick like I did.
Yeah.
And then we will miss a week, but we'll have some cool different podcasts for you guys the next 2 following weeks, which I'm definitely excited to. And I'm going to try to tune in. I believe I will be on the plane
in the air.
Yeah, but I don't know if I typically that's a long flight, so I'll buy the internet. So I will see if I can tune in. I don't know how well it's gonna be able to tune in, but we'll try to do that as well. But yeah, anything else? Any cool tech related things you did? You got another new keyboard.
I got a new keyboard that I had backed on a Kickstarter. You reviewed. Did you review the Slim?
Yes.
Yeah, and so I bought it, the ASIO Cascade.
It is
Slim.
good. It is good to see a Kickstarter that actually got shipped out.
I've had pretty good luck with things that I have Kickstartered, right? Supported. I don't think I've had any that have been canceled. Yeah, go.
Before I forget, because I'm gonna forget. We didn't talk about for Prime Day.
Games.
So if you just like Google like Prime, if you're a Prime member, if you just Google like Prime Gaming, and you click on Prime Gaming. Now I claimed all the ones, but see there's this thing that says freeloading. There's 30 free games that they're giving away. I don't know if I could. Yeah, so
you
like
have to
you can
use
see
their Prime launcher?
No. So some of them, you connect your EA account and some of the other ones that you can. But it's like Star Wars Jedi Knight 2. There were some like really good ones. See, like they're not showing up because I already. Maybe it's Prime Day. Yeah, so they're not showing up because I already like these are ones that are here like Mass Effect Legendary Edition free, 100% free. Need for Speed Heat on Origin, Star Wars Republic Commander, Star Wars Jedi Knight
Can I just
Academy.
claim them all somehow?
You have to you have to go through and click each one to claim them. Metal Slug 2, but you just again you connect like your EA account or Origin and things like that. And the other ones it will tell you like if you click. Let's see if there's ones that I didn't, but it's 30 free games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Does
like
it end today? Is this in today?
I believe it ends today. Yeah, it's all for Prime Day. Well, you can do it. It's not hard. But if you click on one like 10-second ninja, let's see what it says. If I hit claim, see it just says collected. So you can just like claim these games. But there are some that will like give you instructions or like a game code. But yeah, you just hit claim and it's just I guess it adds it to your Prime account. Yeah. But some like I said, the Mass Effect Legendary Collection, or Legendary Editions, that's pretty awesome.
Jedi Outcast.
Grid Legends on Origin. Yeah, I mean, there's some good ones on there that I saw. So, I mean, it's free. So, just like what we do when we talk about what's the free games that we do every week? The
Origin or the Epic Game Store?
Epic Game Store. This is kind of like the same thing, but it's just for Prime Day. They're giving away a ton of free games. So, it's just like add them to your collection so you can download them, or even if you never play them, but just they're free games, so why not, right? Shinny said Jedi Outcast and Academy are older games, but they are yeah, they are. They're really good. I played Jedi Knight 2 or Jedi Outcast Jedi Knight 2. It was such a fun game to play. I think I made some videos of that game. Like
really?
Yeah, I'd be playing this like a long time ago. But yeah, cool stuff. Just free games for Prime Day if you are a Prime member. I meant to talk about it when we were doing all the Prime Day deals, but I forgot. So yeah, just get it going if you're doing it. It takes like 10 minutes to probably redeem them all or claim them all, but might as well just go ahead and do it. So but yeah, beyond that, you got your keyboards and stuff. You did get a new headset too, but you're not wearing it.
I'm not.
It does look like a nice headset.
Yeah, it is nice.
It's so we'll have that in the upcoming weeks as well. Ryan got a new headset. I have a lot of reviews. This one thing I didn't want to forget. Before I leave, we'll be putting a new video review on our YouTube page, but we're giving away the products, and not the product that I reviewed. Like the company will be sending you one. So we haven't done a giveaway probably in like a month or something like that, or maybe 2 months. So big giveaway, brand new product that just came out. So really excited about that as well. And if you guys aren't in our Discord, go ahead and get into our Discord. If you go to just thinkcomputers.org/Discord, I believe that is what it is. If you do that, I throw EA codes in there, like or Steam codes or whatever, like every once in a while. We did one the other day. So definitely jump in there. But we are going to go over to Twitch to play some games. Shinny was sick. I was sick. And Ryan was playing by himself, but he did get a win last week, I saw. Of
course, yeah.
So, Old Man also in the chat said, Ancient Enemy and Killing Floor 2 are free on Origin until tomorrow, so check those out. But yeah, we're going to be over on Twitch playing some Apex Legends, twitch.tv/ThinkComputers. As soon as we get off of this stream, that stream will be started by Ryan. He is the host over there, so make sure you yell at him. Make sure you tell him that he's mediocre. But yeah, everybody who's in here, he's played a lot better recently. So maybe it's because I'm not playing with him. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
But as soon as the stream ends, again, we'll be over on Twitch, twitch.tv/ThinkComputers. Everybody go over there, and we'll have a pretty fun gaming night. We want to appreciate everybody who's in the live stream, everybody who's in the chat. We always appreciate you guys each week here. And remember, stay tuned next week. Special episode with Ryan hosting and our good friend Jim from Home Gadget Geeks. I will not see you guys next week, and I will not see you the following week. So I'll see you guys in 3 weeks. So I will be gone. So, but again, appreciate everybody, and we will see. Ryan will see you guys here next week.